Alright, what is going on, guys? So, today I would like to talk to you guys about how motorcycles changed my life. How getting into motorcycles completely changed everything for me. So, as a lot of you guys know, if you've been following my channel for a long time, you'll know that growing up, I played baseball. All-state center fielder in high school, and got a full scholarship to a Division I university to play baseball. It was my life. It was everything I did, everything I thought about, the only thing that was really my escape from the world. And I was great at it. Unfortunately, after my sophomore year in college, I was playing with a summer league team that was really just kind of upon the request of my pitching coach at school. His buddy ran a team, and they were down a couple players. So me and my first baseman at Norfolk State actually were like, yeah, sure, we'll go play for them. They needed a couple guys. We didn't have games that day, so we're like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So we drove out there. I play center field. He's at first, obviously, and then third inning rolls around, and a guy hit a ball deep in the left center field gap. Now, where we were playing, it's a little town called Deltaville, Virginia. It's about an hour and 45 minutes away from Virginia Beach, and we were playing at this really old minor league baseball field, like early 1900s old. Like, they had a decent little grandstand, probably seat about 400 people, and the infield was all dirt. The entire outfield was the fence was all sheet metal. It was super old, but really cool field, well maintained, and just had a lot of character to it. Great place. But third inning rolls around, guy hits a ball in the deep left center field gap, and I start hauling ass for this ball. Hauling ass. The entire time thinking, there's no way I'm going to get to this. No way I'm going to get to this. There's no way I'm going to be able to get to this ball. Because I was playing a little bit further towards the right center field gap. Well, I ended up at the very last second going, oh shit, I can grab it. So at the last second, I jump up as high as I could, catch the ball, and I remember as soon as I caught the ball, I glanced over, just out of my peripheral view, kind of like peeked over to my right side where the wall was, and the wall was right there. So it was bang bang. I caught the ball and instantly slammed into the all sheet metal wall. Now when I hit with my arm next to my side, and my arm is what took all the impact, but it pushed my elbow into my rib cage, which knocked the air out of me. So I'm on the ground, caught the ball, left fielder's like, yo, throw me the ball. So I flicked the ball over to him, can't breathe. My first baseman runs out. He's like, yo, you good? I'm like, I couldn't catch my breath. And then after about 4 or 5 minutes, whole team's out there, end up catching my breath, I'm good to go. First baseman pulls me up. I'm like, yeah, I'm all set, I'm good to go. And they're like, dude, hell of a catch. I was like, thanks, man. I go to take one step on my right foot. As soon as my right foot hits the ground, I fall. Instantly. I had this enormous pain in my right foot. And come to find out, I had broken my right big toe, and in the process, also got turf toe. Now, for those of you that have any medical background, you know that the areas that heal the quickest in your body are the areas that are very vascular, because that's all the nutrients and everything in your blood is what helps those parts of your body heal. That's how you get things back up to speed. Well, I obviously don't have a lot of blood flow in my toe. That's why you see guys in the NFL and the NBA and whatnot, they get turf toe, and it takes them forever to come back. Well, this happened at the beginning of the year, the beginning of the summer, so in about June, I believe, and I didn't play the rest of the summer. My toe ballooned up in my shoe. It was instantly all black and blue. It was messed up. So didn't play, rehab. Long story short, I end up rehabbing, get back to school. I'm in the training office 2 times a day. Nothing, it's just not getting any better. It didn't end up getting better for about a year and a half. Unfortunately, I just had to stop. I left. That's when I started working full time in hotels, and that's where we are today. So, from 2000, I think it was '09, summer of '09, 2010, summer of 2010, until I got my first bike about a year and a half later, my Ninja 250, there always was just a little part of me that just wasn't there. I wasn't happy like I used to be. The one thing that I knew was ripped from my hands. It's not like I got a shot at the big leagues and just wasn't able to make it. It was literally just stolen from me over a game that meant nothing. It's not like this happened playing for my college team. It just got ripped from me about a game that meant nothing. And I mean, I was getting looked at by 3 different ball clubs in high school: Pirates, Rangers, Cardinals. They all told me to go to college, get bigger, get stronger, and that's exactly what I did. I went from 6 to 160 pounds in the beginning of August 2008 to getting into college, and then Christmas break, I was 6 to 190 pounds of muscle. I added that much muscle because I'd never weightlifted before. I never trained. I never needed to. I was always just better. So anyway, I was never truly happy. I never had that one thing that just made me happy. Now, obviously, I was happy in my life. I was happy with my then girlfriend, who is now my wife. Everything else was fine. It was just I was used to having something there that was the thing that I could go away to, and it just make everything okay. And I didn't have that. I missed baseball. I missed the smell of the fresh cut grass. I missed the smell of dirt. I missed everything. Every single bit of it. I miss being in the dugout and putting a fat lip in between innings and just being around my guys, and I didn't have it. Then I got a motorcycle, and I remember very distinctly. It's a feeling I'll never forget. I'd always wanted a motorcycle, never made the jump. And then I finally decided, you know what, I'm going to try this. I want to do it. Looks like so much fun. Looks like the most freeing thing you could do. So I did it. Got to the MSF course. I had never sat on a motorcycle in my life, ever. And sat on the little Honda Nighthawk 250. And I remember whenever he said, all right, you're going to turn the key, push the kill switch button down, and then you're going to push your ignition switch. And I remember the feeling and how big of, I wish I would have had a camera on my face just to show how big of a smile I had on my face whenever I pushed that button and the bike fired up. As soon as I did that, instant love. I fell in love with it instantly. And as you guys know, it hasn't gone anywhere. I ride in any weather. I don't care. If it's possible for me to get where I need to be on a bike, I will take the bike 100% of the time over any other form of transportation. I don't care what it is. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say motorcycles has taken the place of baseball. Not even close. Baseball is my first love. It always will be. I miss baseball every single day, and I wish there was a way that I could make a comeback and I could do it, because my toe's fine now. It's just after that happened and I left, I became a part of the real world, and I became a big boy. I wasn't a college student anymore. I had to make a living and support my wife and I have a family. Like, it's not really feasible for me now. But motorcycles has, I think, given me that happiness that I didn't have anymore, that I just felt like was stolen from me. Like I said, it's taken away, and I had no choice in the matter. Motorcycles has really made life more enjoyable for me. I couldn't imagine a time without my bike. The closest I've ever felt to the way I did after I couldn't play baseball anymore was when we moved to Boston, and I didn't have a bike from October of last year until this past February. I felt so lost. I felt again like a part of my identity had just been taken away from me. There will never be a time in my life from here on that I don't own a motorcycle. And a motorcycle is not my main form of transportation. I don't care if at some point I'm the CEO of a company or I'm the general manager of a big hotel. This will be how I get to work. I don't care how it looks. I don't care how it's perceived. I don't care. This is what I love to do. And I'll be damned if another love like this gets taken away from me. It won't happen. I won't let it happen, because this, I can control this. I can control this being in my life. I can't get sat on the bench by a coach for not performing. I can't. None of that is possible. This is strictly 100% in my control. So, motorcycles for me will always, always, always have a very, very special place in my heart, because to me, it really kind of saved me from feeling like I had lost everything and I would never be the same person, because to me, baseball was who I was. That is who I was. I didn't identify myself by my name or anything like that, and as ridiculous as it sounds, I didn't. I identified myself as, I'm a baseball player. What do? I play baseball. And I do a damn good job at it. And I'm the best. That's how I identified myself. All the time, no matter what the circumstance, I was a baseball player. Right now, you ask me, what do you do? Or, hey, what's up? Tell me about yourself. Well, I ride a 2005 Ninja 636. And I have a YouTube channel that I pour every bit of me into. And I literally treat this like a second job, because to me, that's what baseball was. Baseball to me was a second job. To me, it was kind of always my number one, and this is still kind of my number one as well. I mean, obviously, it can't come before work or anything like that, because I don't make money like that off of YouTube or anything like that. But to me, that's who I am now. I'm still the same person, but I've changed a little bit, you know? And now I identify myself as a motorcycle rider. I'm a rider. I'm not a hotelier. I'm not an assistant director of front office. I'm not a employee of Hilton Worldwide. I'm a rider. I ride motorcycles, and that is how I will always identify myself. If you ask me to identify myself, 3 things that describe me: I'm a rider, I'm a husband, and I'm a fighter, because I will fight for whatever I believe is right, and I will never let anything sway me from what I think is right. But that is how motorcycles has affected my life. In a way, to me, motorcycles has saved me, like I said. I think if you've never done it, you gotta try it. If you have never, ever ridden a motorcycle, I promise you it'll change your life. Because I don't know of any person in their right mind that could hop on a motorcycle and not say, that is one of the most fun things I've ever done. Because there's not many things that compare to the feeling of being on a bike and feeling free and just riding. Nothing compares to the feeling that you get from riding a motorcycle. But that is how motorcycles has changed my life. I would love to hear your all stories. I'm sure there's plenty of people that have stories that are along the same lines as what I just gave you guys in regards to how motorcycles have affected you. So I want to hear those. I want to hear those down in the comment section. It really sucks that YouTube doesn't have the video response anymore, because this would be a great topic for a video response. But let me know how motorcycles have affected you, how motorcycles have changed your life, or if you haven't started riding it, how you think they will change your life once you finally get that bike. So leave that down in the comments section. Can't wait to see all your all stories in regards to motorcycles, impact on your life. And as always, I will see you later. Have a good one, guys. Peace! I ask myself every day, why did I agree to move up here? God. It is currently November 2nd, and it is snowing. Yes, it is snowing. What?